Hi. Hi guys, it's Fiona MacDonald-Bayliss here. I've come to invite you to choose to be more awake and aware than you have ever been. Would you be willing to rise to the challenge? Welcome to Universing Your Uniqueness. And this is all about you being uniquely you in the universe. You know, we've got star families, we've got universal beings, we've got the unseen, and we've got the seen here in this physical 3D reality, and we've got so much more. So let's invite our benevolent beings in now. They've been contributing to us at this time on the planet, and I'd just like to acknowledge them. And I'd like to ask you, very 3D here at the moment, what timeline are you on? What trajectory are you on? What are you creating for your future now? Now is the time, now is the moment, right here and now, not in a moment, but now, for you to be the energy, frequency, vibration of what you're going to be in 5 minutes, in a year. Now is the time to be the energy, to be more awake and more conscious. If the World Wide Web goes down and there's a blackout, two things can happen. Two things will happen. We have got a total collapse of the electronic matrix web. We've got a collapse of that, which is amazing. So all the information, all that energy that's locked up in that will collapse. We will have vast space and awareness. We will have paranormal activity. We'll be more psychic than you can possibly imagine. So many things can change. Also, the people that have been addicted to it, to the web, they might go into panic. Any addictions that they've got, they might go into their set points. So be aware of that. And if you also are addicted, what can you create in that instead? There's this massive shift going on. There's so much confusion, convoluted information, so many different kind of conflicting realities at the moment. I don't have to talk about any of those. I'm here to inspire you, and I'm here to encourage you to be as awake and aware as you possibly can now, until, well, forevermore, but particularly if the World Wide Web crashes. There is talk about it going off from the 31st to the 9th of April. And if it goes down for 10 days, whatever it is, this is the possibility I'm aware of, where we can actually quantum leap into a new trajectory, a new way of being on the planet. I actually get a visual of a roundabout. We can use this time when it goes down, because that's going to create so much free energy and expansion and awareness for all of us on this planet. Rather than being focused inside that reality, we've actually got to really be here in this one and with the earth. So I get that it can create so much change. So we're on a roundabout. We can either come back and stay here with the energy that we've got already currently on this timeline, or we can go to the lowest common denominator through that and collapse and be totally mandated and controlled, or we can actually quantum leap into a new way of being. Now, in my awareness, we've already quantum leapt, and now it's time for this 3D, this physicality, what's here, to catch up with us. That's how I'm seeing it. That's what I'm aware of, and that's what I'm choosing to create. To choose to create that, you have to be future now. So everything you'd like to be, do, and have and create in the world, you can't have it unless you be it first, which is one of the keys of creating and generating, instituting and actually actualizing whatever you'd like to have. So being the energy, frequency, vibration of it actually attracts it and brings it into being. So what will it take for you to challenge yourself, to create targets as soon as you open your eyes in the morning, or even before, and you recognize, oh, it's me again here, having woken from sleep? Jump into the sensations in your body. If there's any tension, if there's anything that you've picked up from the rest of the world, if you're an empath, and just clear it, return it, and ask what else is possible, and shift and use all the tools, whatever those tools are. It doesn't matter where you got them from. Use your tools to raise your vibration, your frequency. Your signature vibrational frequency is required now. You've chosen to be here on this planet. You are here. If you weren't here, you wouldn't be required. You are here, so you are required. And also, don't try and change anybody's points of view. Don't try and force and push your agenda or how you see the world on them. It creates defense, it creates resistance, and it really doesn't. It's not creating more. It's not a contribution. It creates constriction, judgment, tension, and stress and argument. So so it's a good thing not to do that. What else is there? I'm so grateful for you to be listening. Thank you so much. My awareness of coronavirus. Corona actually means crown. It actually means crown. So my condolences to those of you who have got this virus, to those of you who have lost people through this virus. And yet this virus is an entity, like a book or a song or anything. A thought can become an entity. It has its job to do. It has its work, and it will play it out, whatever that means and however it will be. Your job is to stay out of its way, to possibly send blessings, to create an allowance of it so that it can do its job as quickly and as simply as possible, and then be gone. You know, there's an awful lot of fear and panic and doubt at the moment. This fear, there's more of a contagion of fear than there is of the virus in many ways. It's created so much panic. So fear is a distraction from your potency. Fear is a distractor from your ability to be who you be, to be who you are. So look it straight in the face and clear everything that you've locked into your body that resonates with that, and be aware of it, because fear it's not real. The same as all the distractors, anger, and the three top ones on the planet are anger, fear, and grief, sadness, loss. All those three are up, and all three can be triggered through this time at the moment, much more. If the World Wide Web goes down, that's going to exacerbate already. If there's any situations in your family, it's going to press the buttons. It's going to pressurize more. So if you're aware of those triggers, then put in place now what you require. Your job, my job, we're here to inspire and encourage, I get, and to really be the highest frequency vibration. So what is it that keeps you fully awake and aware and fully conscious? Is it playing your best music? Is it humming? Is it singing? Is it writing? Is it painting? Use this time. The one thing that I've realized with this virus has brought us together so much. It's beyond rich or poor. It's beyond creed, race, color, religion. It's beyond all that. It's forcing us to come together as a collective. And we are actually a collective consciousness. And if we actually stick our hands up and take responsibility for being part of the collective, we've also created this, regardless of the bringing down of the cabal or the conspiracy theories of all of those things. It's irrelevant at this time. Sure, it's relevant, but this is not what I'm inviting you to. I'm inviting you to turn off the media, watch and update fewer times. Don't keep on and on with it. Don't keep playing that, because there's so much kind of loops. And if that coronavirus is an entity, then it actually can infiltrate energetically. If you keep listening to the loop all around, then it's going to actually affect you and bring you down to the lowest common denominator. And your work, and I invite you to being the most awake and aware and conscious that you can possibly be at this time. What else was there that I wanted to say? I'd really like to keep this short and sweet. Yes, just we're more polarized. We're more aware of the polarization than ever before. And there's a lot of fractions. There's a lot of separation, scattered energy. 8 billion people on the planet with all these different points of views and judgments and fixed and limitations. what if this is our possibility to now really come together and recognize each other and commune with each other, whether we're in touch with each other, speaking or verbally or non-verbally, seen or unseen? What if we can actually reach out, sit down quietly? If there's a blackout, 10 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the afternoon and 6 p.m. in the evening, Brisbane time, I'm going to be sitting for 11 minutes. That's what I get, just 11 minutes. I'm going to be sitting. I'm going to be sending out energy from my infinite being. I'm going to be creating a conscious coherence and contribution to you, families, communities, countries, everywhere that needs to go, to the hospitals, to the frontline workers, to everyone that requires it on this planet. And I'm also going to be inviting the benevolent beings, our star family, universal beings. We're on watch. We're being watched at the moment by so many beings out there that are ready to contribute. And just invite them in. If you don't ask, they can't. So just invite them in to help you personally. When the World Wide Web goes down, if it does, it's going to be extraordinary, because the psychic ability and the paranormal incidences that might take place might be way beyond your comfort zone. So just step into bravery and start to communicate with friends that you know have passed over, and just pick up a pen and have a chat with them and see. Their energy is the same here or seen or without a body, physical or non-physical. Their energy is the same, so you can recognize them by that. They might be a bit more upbeat, a bit more awake, a bit more loving, because that can often happen as you leave. You get more of an awareness sometimes. So if you don't recognize them, maybe that's the reason. What else was there? Yes, so collectively we're coming together. Just be your own leader. Encourage yourself. And if there is a storm, everybody's talking about this storm, what's it going to take for you to be the ease and the calm of the storm, inside the eye of the storm? If you're lonely, go out and put your feet on the earth and commune with the earth. She's there. She's ready to give you her beauty and bounty. Commune and invite all the beings. If you're not able to contact anybody, invite all the unseen and all the people on the planet that are actually vibrating at the frequency that you would like to choose to be a contribution to you. Empaths, you're going to be getting symptoms. You're going to get like an overload and overwhelm. You know what to do. Just destroy and uncreate everywhere you're picking it up, and return it, and do the 1, 2, 3s. Throw that energy that you're getting if you're overwhelmed to the earth with the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you're concerned and fearful about your future, then do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 into the future. That will liquefy any solidity, any real heavy walls that you've created, maybe through just some distress, stress, and panic. And also get creative. Get really, really creative every day. Write that book, pick up that painting, start a painting, write that song, do stuff that's creative for you, sit and knit, whatever it is, masks or whatever. If you've got any definitions or any identities that you're in loss of, just let them go and invite what else is possible. Who else can I be here? What do I need to be and do now that's going to create more ease for me? All of those things. Be an allowance of everyone. Don't try and change anybody. Just create space around them so that they can then maybe, if they choose, find out what's right for them. But pushing creates defense, and it creates resistance. Enjoy your animals. Enjoy your animals. Our animals are going like, what is going on with these dudes at the moment? And children, your children are going to be so awake and aware. I visited a girlfriend in Sydney just over a month ago, and she went into the bathroom, and her little girl had put all her toys in a full bathtub, cleaning them. What was she aware of? What did she know was required on the earth at the moment? Cleaning and clearing everything. It just was so beautiful. If you've got 5G going on and you've got some radiation waves and you've got corona, antioxidants, C60, the oils there, and actually mega doses of vitamin C, but I'm sure you know all that. That's the amazing thing also about what's happening, is so many people are hearing information and they're sourcing that information on the net. So many people are now more aware of what's been going on this planet, and you know, how controlled we've actually been, etc., etc., and what is it possible now to create to change all this. Yeah, so I explode gold particles everywhere. I've got notes here that I wrote down at 4 o'clock this morning. I explode gold particles everywhere. Wherever I go, if there's something funky, I just explode billions of gold particles everywhere coming out from my energy field. And it seems to work, as well as saying what else is possible and how does it get any better than this. So we can stay the same, we can be totally controlled, or we can shift into another level of abundance. The choice is ours. We can remain ignorant and ignore what's really going on. You know, what's it going to take to have a verdant, lush green earth that keeps replenishing her bounty beyond greed and power? What will it take for every animal and creature to be honoured and respected? What will it take for every single person through choice if they want to have a roof over their head? And what's it going to take for every mouth to be fed and then no longer be starving? A new educational system, monetary system, no wars, to be free to walk the earth wherever we choose to go. What's it actually going to take? It's going to take a quantum leap, and this blackout can create a quantum leap to go onto the trajectory of full consciousness that we know it's possible. Anything is possible. So what's it going to take for us to truly, truly, in every moment, be the energy, be the change that we are wishing for, creating and choosing for our future now? What's it going to take to come together universally, you know, to become universal citizens, to actually, at the moment, I don't get that I'm invited to become a universal citizen. I don't think any of us are on this planet at the moment. What will it take for us to have an open invitation to join the star nations and fly around the universe freely and to openly, with the seen and the unseen? What will it take to change and create a whole new way of being here and elsewhere? To have the beauty of the nature, to have the birds singing, to have a blossoming flowers, to have the breeze, to really create something so beautiful with ease, and also just to have that, not to struggle for it, not to strive for it, just to have trees that are blossoming and growing and not be cut down anymore, just for greed and corporate requirements and shareholders to get money. You know, sure, I'm pressing buttons here, and maybe that's going to continue, but what if that continues and something else also can be added to create more ease and peace and more joy on this planet without this incredible polarized reality that we're in? It's going to take choice, and it's going to take you being aware of all of it, and stepping into who you can truly be, and all the possibilities that are available to you now. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. And if you'd like anything more from me, I've got a couple of freebies to send out. Please let me know. And if you are in dire straits, or if you would like a session, let me know. And let's get you inspired and encouraged for you to change your trajectory into creating a future that you really, really do love to live in. Thank you. Bye-bye.